What's up, Bancy? Give me 1 second while I set everything up. What the heck? My Thinkorswim is like not responding. Hold on, let me fix this. Why is it not responding? Let me force exit this and then relaunch it. Okay, forced exit. Let me relaunch it. I'm looking for a long. I'm actually gonna be jumping in somewhat soon for a quick scalp. Let me just get everything set up right now. I'm doing good, man, doing good. Morning, Mikey, what's up? I'm tempted to long this right now. I'm just getting everything set up. Yeah, I'm doing good. I hope you're doing good too. There's no New York stream anymore. Because during New York, I have to focus on work. If you don't know, I'm actually a full-time engineer during the New York session, so it gets too it's too much. Yep. I really want to enter, but I really want to wait for 25159. So if this reaches 25159, I'll jump in right here. Oh, it's midnight here. Yeah, it's about like 7 for me, so not too horribly late. But I have some people from like around the world. I've had people from like Canada stop by, some people from Egypt, some places in the UK, Africa. So this will be my first entry here. Manchester. Oh yeah. Yeah, I've had some UK people stop by. I know a lot of UK people trade Forex. I don't think futures trading is big over there. Oh, you're both from there? That's hilarious. What a small world. Missed my entry by 1 tick. Kind of sucks. Or not 1 tick, but 1 point. I was a bit too greedy on this entry. My first entry was supposed to be like right about here, 6.6, but I really wanted it to dip to 5.9. And that's already 20 points for this first entry. the question is, do I want to short if it keeps going up? I might try a 6900 short. I want to try a 200 short. I don't know. $217, 6900. 6906. Maybe. What's up, Scan? Just chilling, just doing some overnight scalps. My scalps have been doing really well. I missed this entry. I was being really greedy. You guys will see a lot of times I'm always like, okay, one more dip. Okay, one more dip. One more dip. And this is what happens. You miss out on a scalp by 1 point. What's up, JK? I've been doing good, Scan. Now it's too late for me to chase into shorts or long. Like, this is just kind of me waiting for the next move. I don't know if I want to keep this here, this buy order. Maybe I'll pull it back down here. So the trend is pretty obvious right now. It's a uptrend. When it's an uptrend for my scalps, I only want to buy longs. As much as I want to scalp a short at 200 or 6900, I might. If we get up to 6900 in the next 10 minutes, 2 or 3 candles, if we just get a huge rally up, I'll consider shorting it. I mean, if it's a slow grind up, do I want to short it? I don't know. I'll let it play out. Apparently we have news. I don't think this is high impact news. Australian trade balance. I'm not sure why this is here. I can't see this affecting US markets a lot. Let's see if there's any news for tomorrow. Okay, jobless claims, and that's about it. One more day for a payout on my funded futures account, and then 2 more days for Lucid Flex. So kind of want to protect those accounts. I want those accounts to have the best entries. There might not be a good long entry for a while. Like right now, if I were to long it, we have the previous day highs right up there within the next 20 something, like 27 points, or yeah, 27 points. We have 6,900 right here. Like it's kind of too bullish to short, but it's also, there's too much resistance up top for me to long, or at least for me to chase along. The best case for me is just we get some nice selling, taps me in here, because I want to buy. So this will be my first entry, and I'll do a couple more entries below here. I actually want to buy all the way down to like 25,000. All the way down here I'll be buying. I don't think there's any new news with Iran. So and this was like, I literally said on this day, like, war news doesn't last a very long time. Like the market shakes it off. I think the war news was what, like here? It was this day right here. Or maybe it was one of these days. I think it was this day. No, that was, wait, March 3rd, March 4th. Maybe it was this day. Maybe this was the war news day. And you can see in the next couple of days, we're already almost above it. Like this is a pretty strong recovery. It doesn't mean that we can't continue falling, but you know, compare this to like some tariff news or some other news, right? It doesn't cause an event like this. I didn't have any, I don't really trade options, but right when we got the Iran news, I wanted to buy calls. Like just put in 1,000 or 2,000 in calls at like a really red part of a day, like minus 400 or 500 from open. Just buy like, I don't know, a call set for maybe 1 or 2 weeks or a month. Maybe I would have spread it out like 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, 4 weeks. Oh, if I had any headlines, I might just do this boring climb. Yeah, maybe. The next major news is going to be Iran news. Like we do have non-farm payrolls. US jobless claims is also kind of important. Let me see how VIX is. VIX has just been dying for the past 2 days, which is good. We're still not in a good spot yet. VIX and VVIX are still high, which means there's going to be some big candles. Yeah, exactly. 230 key? 230. Like NQ 230, or you'd expect it to affect the market more for longer, right? I mean, we've had war news before. I'm not sure exactly when it was, but literally within 2 or 3 days, we would just shrug off the news. I don't know if you guys were there for it, but I think it was like, man, it was maybe like 4 months ago, 4 or 5 months ago. When was the last time that we sent like missiles somewhere? It was like one red day, and then immediately like nothing happened. 2 months. Oh, my payouts. It's not net though. My net is, I'm not sure what it is. Being greedy is good sometimes, but other times you'll miss out on a move like this. Man, I want to press the short button, but yeah, my net is pretty good. Like, do I want to try 6900? I mean, surely it's worth one account. It's worth 3 micros maybe. But I don't know. Let me stop thinking of like a bear. Let me just I'm always a bull. The market conditions are kind of, the market is like calming down. All I want to do now is just buy dips. Actually, that's usually what I always want to do. But man, I want to short this pop so bad. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to short. 6900 is worth like one attempt, like 3 micros maybe. 6900 to 6910 is worth like one attempt. If we if in the next 2 candles we break out to 6906, I'll consider a short. All right, 6900. Here it is. All right, the next candle, if we get a 6906, I'll play like a small pullback. Do I? No. I want to see it. Okay, if we get after this, what, 7, after the next 3 minutes, in the next 18 minutes, if it's just like, if it's like a huge candle around here, I would consider one short, just for like a pullback. Now, once again, this is not a bad short. I just wouldn't put my usual 5 micros on here. I would put in like 3 micros. So 6900 would be roughly the top of this candle, 4.2. Now, with VIX being high, seeing these huge candles are not surprising. So if we see another huge candle, that wouldn't be really surprising for me, at least. Which makes me worried to short. I think right now is just wait and buy the dip. The past couple of days, the overnight has been pretty, it's been like a little bearish, like bearish here, like bearish here. I think it's time for like a slow grind up. That's what I feel like. This is not something you want to short. If I were to short this, it would only be in evals. Like, I would only short this in accounts I literally don't care about. If the next candle is another huge candle, I would say what, like, if the next candle gets us to 252,480, 25280, 25300, I'll consider my first entry as evals. You abuse your evals? Oh yeah, I do. Just because of the way that I trade, right? Like, because you guys see that I have multiple entries, the first entry is technically always the worst, right? Like, if you're looking to buy the dip and you want to buy here, where do you want your evals to be? And where do you want your funded accounts to be? Right? The first person you want to die is, or the first, you know, the first penguin into the shark infested waters. You don't know if there's sharks in there, but the first one you want to jump in are evals, right? And then funded 1, funded 2. Right, and now your funded accounts have a better entry, and your eval will have a worst entry. So then even if you get a pop-up, right, your eval will be fairly positive, but these two you can consider closing out here. Now if it dips, wouldn't you rather lose the evals than lose your funded accounts if it dips here? Right, the evals take the biggest hit, and then your funded accounts take a smaller hit. Now you could, there's so many different ways you can go about this. There's like, I could teach a whole class about this. There's so many ways to this is basically DCAing. There's so many ways to DCA, and one is usually never always better than the other. Like some people will DCA like this. Okay, enter, enter, right? Enter, 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 long. And then the bad part, like there's pros and cons to both. The pros for this is that when it's trending, you're gonna hit a home run when it's trending up like forever, right? Now the con of this is that if there is a dip, let's see, long here, assuming these are all the same size. If it dips here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 4 is here, 2 is here. If it dips like right here, your break even is right here. At a larger position size than you were, right? Then if it dips over here, well, now you're in hot water, right? So this is dangerous, but I mean DCA is dangerous in general. It's a double-edged sword. But you can see there's some days like today, right? Was it today? Where we just kept going up and up? Yeah. Imagine today where someone just kept buying and kept buying and kept buying and kept buying. If there's a little dip, they kept buying and they kept buying. Right? And then this person's a genius and they just made a shit ton of money. So this is one way to DCA. I think someone calls this like pyramiding or something. I'm not sure. And then there's the way that I usually like to do, which is I DCA on the way down. Here, 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 right? That way, if we do get a pop-up, right? My break-even is where? Assuming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's do 6. My break-even is right here. Is right here. So if we do get a pop-up, well then now I'm in a much better spot with more contracts, right? And then I can choose to close out anywhere above here, right? So this is your break even, and plus is up here. This is your break even, plus is up here. So these are sort of the two ways to handle these. And then you get into some more advanced, like there's a lot of advanced stuff you can do. If you guys watch the Rocket Scooter guy, Matt, he does something called rolling a position. It's genius. When I saw him do it, I was like, this is very smart. Now it's dangerous, but it's smart, right? So what he does is, let's say you have a position at 25012, right? You have two let's say 20 micros, right? At 25012. This is M and Q, right? But you want your cost average to be 25000, right? Now, assuming you have the drawdown for it, what you can do, and you know, DCAing is dangerous. What you can do is on the dip down, this is 2500, right? And your cost average is like here. On the way down, assuming you can survive this, on red candles or whatever your supports are, your next area of support, you can buy in here, 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 buy in here, right? And then on a pop up, you can close these for profit. When you close these for profit, so this is like, let's say you go 2 micros here, 2 micros here, 2 micros here, right? When you close them for profit, it actually brings your cost average down. So depending on how you manipulate it, you can get your 20 micros at 25k. It's very smart. I was actually doing this a couple times today, and this was a great idea. I've been using this a lot in my own way, and it's been doing really well for me. It's pulling back. Yeah, I have a chart up on my other monitor. So like I said, 6,900, right? Because I always have that bullish mindset, you know, I didn't want to short it. But you guys heard me. I said it was a decent short. It's a decent short for what accounts. If it's a funded account, it was a decent short for a smaller position size. It's about 3 micros versus my usual 5. Or on an eval account. 6,900 was right here at the top of this wick. So right here. 2,540, 2,528, right? Almost 40 points. I am worried about all the resistance here. I mean, I still want to buy, but like, I don't know where I want to buy. Like, if it drops down in the next 2 candles, we drop down to here, 159, 156, 150-ish area, I would love to buy it. This pullback is very weak. No volume on this pullback. Maybe it'll pick up, but I mean, we'll see. Let's see if we can get some action. Give me like 2 really big red candles. When I want to buy, I don't want to be anywhere close to like 6,900 or 200. I want to be like down here. That's where I want to be at. Man, if we stayed up here for a little longer, I would have probably bought down here at this area. Because right now we're chilling at ES's previous day high, which is 6,893. but it's too aggressive and too soon to buy into this. Or it's too close. If we went like 2560-ish, which would have been like what, 6906 or more, and then pulled back to 894, would have been a good entry to buy. I don't hate this buy, but I don't love it. Give me like 1 or 2 more big red candles here. $25080 would be great. That would be very nice. 25080. I'm looking at 25. I mean, I would buy all the way down from 25100 down to 25,000. I'd be buying all over this area. Now the question is, where's my first entry? If we like, I just hate having this up here, and we're really close to the previous day highs. Like I really don't like them being here. I really wanted us to continue going up for like 1 or 2 more candles. But if we get 1 or 2 red candles right here to kick us down somewhere 188. I mean, 188? No. 170. I would love 160-ish again. Yeah, 25080. I would buy that down to, I mean, I'd be buying all the way down here. Just betting that we stay above 25,000. I do have one more Top Step funded account in my reserve, so I kind of want to play one of my accounts very aggressively with like maybe the entry with 10 micros. Usually I enter with 5 micros, but maybe I would enter 25100 or 25080 or 25,000 with 10 micros. And then if I blow it up, I can replace it right away. Or I could just not be a dumbass and just trade normally. And then when I do inevitably blow up, and then I can replace it right away. That's probably the better idea. But I'm worried I'm going to forget. the top step UI, it's hard to know which evals are funded. Like, let me see if I can pull up the UI here. Like I wish there was a way, there was some UI element that would say, oh, this is ready to be funded. Especially if I trade, like, I trade a lot of evals at once. So there's some days where I pass like 3, 4, or 5, and I can't activate all of them. And then there's somewhere in this mess. Like there's somewhere in here. And you don't know which one has passed, which one has been activated, and which one is still waiting to be activated. I might have one from like months ago that might be ready for activation, but I don't know. Unless I go and click through every single one of these. That's just gonna be a pain in the ass. Oh man, I'm supposed to enter here. Okay, well, kind of missed the entry there, but that's okay. My entry was somewhere down here. First entry. I just don't love it. Give me like a huge red candle. Give me like a 30-point candle. Or a 20-point candle. That would also work. I want to scalp this so bad. The entry efficiency is way too horrible. If I wanted to scalp this, I should have been here around 25200. Like I'm already missing 10 points. So instead of looking for like a 20-point scalp, it's like I'm looking for a 30-point scalp if I were to chase this. And when you're scalping, those little like points matters a lot more than you think. Even if you're not scalping, if you're going for 40 points and you already missed your entry and you see it run up like this and your entry was somewhere here, yeah, like you're already quote unquote down, right? 10 points. Six eight nine, not 6893. What's up, Henry? What my fund futures account do I recommend? I personally trade the flex accounts. I think the pro accounts are also good, but I usually always go for the cheapest accounts, and that's the pro. I don't like the rapids because I don't like intraday trailing drawdown, which is kind of hypocritical for me to say because I trade TPT. Maybe it is. I think flex for the average Joe, and then rapid and pro if you're a very, very good trader. Just because rapid and pro, I think you can build up and take payouts a lot faster, and there's less of a cap. Because like pro, you can take out 100k. Rapid, I think you can take out 10k per day. But I'm more of a flex guy. Yes, sir. I'm just gonna wait. If nothing happens, I'll close up shop around 8. I don't think anything is gonna happen. Like, I think it's just like gonna be a slow grind up. If there is a pullback, I would love a pullback, but I would buy a lot. 25k flex plan is 49 bucks. I think it's 49 bucks only if you're a new user. So if you already bought a My Fund Futures account, it won't apply to you. I'm not sure why they show it on my page too, because I've been trading with them for like almost over a year now. Yeah. Maybe this is the pullback that I've been waiting for. Come on, let me at least have one trade on stream. Pull back down here. Right over here. And then watch it collapse while I'm in a long. This market has been so weird recently. It's like the levels of SPY and NQ are like, it's like building a zone where one of the levels act as support and the other level acts as resistance. Like right now we're stuck in between the high of ES, like we're trying to bounce above it, but we're also trying to reject from the high of NQ. And I think during the market it was like the same thing where there was levels that we were just stuck between. I really didn't like it. Let me see, what was it? Was it on market open? Yeah. On market open, NQ opened above the previous day high. And so did SPY, sort of. But then SPY immediately fell from the previous day high, while NQ was still staying strong above it. And then NQ never touched it ever again. And it's just been kind of behaving in like, I don't know. It's been acting weird. All right, let's pull back all the way until 8. All right, we're probably not gonna get that dip that I wanted. I'm so bullish that I don't even hate the idea of just buying here, but I'm not going to, just because the entry efficiency is just absolute trash. I could buy on some I could buy some evals, or buy on some evals. That way if it does go up, I don't miss anything. And if it goes down, then it goes to the target that I want. And I could take that and fund it. Do I have any more evals on this account? I don't. Okay. What about my other accounts? I do have a bunch of Apex evals that I don't mind throwing away. No, that's dumb. I'm not gonna do that. It'd be just a waste of money. nothing's happening, so I'll close up shop around, I would say 8. I'm gonna tell you guys exactly what I'm gonna do depending on how the market reacts. Right before I leave. I mean, you guys already know I'm looking to buy any dip. Maybe we'll get one here. If I see in the next 8 minutes, if I see a big red candle, I'll stay on for a bit longer. Oh, this might be the dip. Come on now. All right, give me another big candle. You're going the wrong way. All right, let's see where it goes in the next 5 minutes. If it ends up somewhere in here, where's my paintbrush? Somewhere around here is where I want to my first entry. Okay, let me load up. Okay, let me load up my accounts. I need to split them up into 5. So I have 5, 10, 5, 10, 13, 13, 18, 18, 19, 19, 21, 25. which means every entry should be about 5 accounts. All right, who wants to blow up first? Do you guys want to blow up first? Let me group everything together real quick. Let me group my Apex accounts. Apex. Okay, let me get my Apex accounts ready. My Lucid accounts. Lucid. 2, 3. Come on, give me a big dip. My futures account. Okay, I think everything is set up in the groups now. All right, well, so much for the dip. I was really hoping we would end up somewhere here. So before I leave, I'll just do a quick recap of all the trades that I took in the New York session. Let me see if I remember it. Dude, my memory is so bad. Let me see if I remember my first couple entries. Yep, I remember. Okay. So basically, once we hit about 25K was my first accounts. Now, these were the accounts that blew up. These were my Lucid accounts. And let me see. Let me go to my P&L. Okay, so it's coming back to me. So these accounts, I guess these two. This guy is still alive. These two accounts were the accounts I first took, and one Top Step account. They were the first accounts to blow up, and I basically positioned them in a way that if it does blow up, it'll be on a 2% day. So the previous New York session was actually, it happens 2% of the time. So that's how I position my accounts. So when these first were taking some heat, as the day got rarer and rarer, right? So 25K was the first entry here, short. And then I think the next entry, I'm pretty sure I entered in around here for these shorts. After these big candles, I shorted all the way up here. And on every single dip, my runners were these accounts, these two. And on every dip, I closed out for like 40 points, 40 points, 40 points, 40 points, right? And I kept shorting on every single pop-up. Here too. And eventually, right here, I also shorted. I wish I took this short a lot heavier, because I was taking these shorts with like 5 micros, maybe 10 micros, 10 micros, 5 micros, 5 micros. And I took these on 5 micros too, and these should have been 10 micros. And I basically played the overshoot of my average expected close was, I think I said in the chat, was what, around 25100-ish. So as we got closer to 25100-ish, and I already got like, this was like what, 60 or 80 points, I just closed out of most of my positions. My positions were anywhere from like here, here, and here. I just closed them all out on this drop and this drop. And then I basically had some evals. I just left them for the rest of the day. That was basically it. So decent day. I was basically just betting that it would return to the average, which it kind of did. But to be fair, my close calculations are for 5 p.m. But the way that I trade my closes is that if we get close to it, or if we touch it, I mean, just close out, right? If my average, if this is the average where I expect it to close, if I go anywhere further, then I'm being greedy. And if I close anywhere near here, I'm being safe, which is fine. But this is like anywhere past this candle was being greedy. I don't think we'll get a dip. It's already 8. I'll give it 2 more candles. If we get 2 nasty candles here, I'll jump in. Okay, this might be the dip. I like that NQ is a lot stronger than ES. Do I want to group it? I don't know if I want to group it. Should I? Let me not group it. I'll group it if I have like 30 plus accounts, but I only have about like 25, so it's not the best idea. Well, screw it. I'll just group it. I'm too lazy to trade these all individually. We're stuck at 200. Like, I want to buy here, but I don't want to buy with all these accounts. $200, 201. Give me one more dip. How big was this candle? Like 15 points? Not 20-point candle. Give me like just like a 20 or 30-point candle down here. I'm going the wrong way. Down here. Down here. Go down here. All right, I don't think this is happening. I am worried that we're kind of below both the previous day highs. So I'm a bit worried about falling from, where is it? Here? 2.5, 2.15. I'm worried about falling like sharply down here. I'd be less worried if we broke up here first, somewhere here. And then dip down here, go back up. Missed my 2 entries being greedy. This should have been an entry right here. This one, I mean, is okay. I mean, to be fair, I could still enter at 200 if I wanted to. I think I might. A really shitty entry though. Too many resistance areas up top, so I'm not going to. No, I'm not going to. All right, guys, I don't think we're gonna see any action. So I'm probably gonna head out. If we dip below here, I'll consider buying. If we dip below here, I'll consider buying. If we dip below anywhere near this range, I would buy this entire range. For short entries, we would have to go up to 500-ish here, and then about every 100 points from here. That's what I would look for. And then if we wait, this is 25,100, 25,000. And the next entry would be like 800 somewhere here. 800 to like 730-ish. Like 730-ish, right about here. Try to go long from. This is basically all that I want to play. Wait, let me zoom back in. Are we? Is it time to buy? I mean, this is like watching paint dry, so I'm not gonna wait around here for this. If it dips, I'll buy it. If it doesn't dip, then I won't buy it. I'm gonna let it play out. I think today's a day where we just kind of wait and see. If it's a decent dip, then I'll buy it. If not, then no. All right, guys. See you guys next time. Peace.